the ladies skate for gold. Kirk was electric during this short program, but she wants to establish herself among the elite and earn a medal. Sarah Hughes stands third. She knows all about skating from behind, but one label she doesn't want is to be an Olympic gold medalist without a national crown. Sasha Cohen knows this is her time. A focused and successful season has carried her to this point. She's in second now, but silver just won't do. And still, everyone chases Michelle Kwan. Fresh off a flawless short program, she's primed to take her 7th championship. It's the ladies free skate, live.
And a live look now at the skyline here in downtown Dallas on the evening that most skating fans have marked on their calendars throughout this season. Inside the American Airlines Center, the ladies about to skate for the gold medal here at the State Farm U.S. Figure Skating Championships. The final group of top contenders about to take the ice for their warm-up. Terry Gannon, along with a couple of Olympic champs, Peggy Fleming and Dick Button. Peter Carruthers is also with us. And the standings right now, after the short program, look like this. Michelle Kwan in the lead again. It seems like every year we say that. Sasha Cohen right behind. Sarah Hughes in third ahead of Jenny Kirk. Yebin Mok in this final group, and Patrice McDonough as well. Any one of the top three, if they win the free skate, they win the gold medal. And a look at this final group about to take the ice. Hi again, everybody. Terry Gannon back with Peggy Fleming and Dick Button. And Peggy, what about this trio? Maybe the three best in the world right now. When you think back to the great trios in U.S. history, how do they match up?
Well, the one that comes to mind when in 1991, when we sent Chris Yamaguchi, Nancy Kerrigan, and Tanya Harding, they went on to sweep the World Championship. Right. But I think this team is even stronger. I mean, they are technically very excellent and very creative, and they have the big package.
Dick, we had an odd afternoon. I hope this is a little bit better tonight.
I hope so, too. But if you're asking for three, I'll take Tenley Albright, Carol Heiss, and Kathy Machado in the mid-1950s. Almost the same trio, the same type.
Not bad. One of those three, of course, the Olympic champion, Sarah Hughes. No one can ever take that moment away in Salt Lake City. But right now, it's time to get back to business.
I will remember Salt Lake with the finest memories, but probably the best one is when I finished skating. I went over to get off the ice, and Robin took my shoulders and she turned me around, and she says, just look at what you did, just look around. And that's probably a better memory for me than even when I was on the top of the podium.
It has been almost 1 year since Sarah's crowning moment of Olympic glory. It has also been nearly a year since she's been on the ice competing for a major title. The question remains, is she ready?
I've never really been a skater when Nationals was coming around to feel totally prepared and 100% ready, because Nationals were probably one of the most difficult events for me personally, and it has been my whole life.
The flurry of appearances, touring, and filming her own TV special took precedence over Sarah diving back into a rigid training schedule and the new competitive season.
They're choices that her parents and I have clearly made, knowing that her training would be lessened, that she might not be at the place that we're most comfortable being at. But it's a clear choice. Just the growth that she's had as a person, how, you know, an event can never match that. The people that she's met, the experiences that she's had, I would never take those away from her.
As she heads into Nationals, Sarah is the first woman in 18 years since Katarina Witt to return to eligible skating the season after winning Olympic gold. And greeting her on the ice will be yet again her fellow American and Olympic challengers who had no retirement plans either.
What makes Nationals so interesting is that the field of ladies is so deep. I think one of the reasons why I am such a good competitor is because I faced competition in this country my whole life. This biggest competition you can imagine.
Sarah is the only U.S. skater in history to win the Olympics without first winning a national title. But she doesn't seem fazed at all by what, for others, could amount to insurmountable pressure.
I think it's in me to become a national champion. I don't have any doubt in my mind about that. I don't know if this is the year, but I'm not going to defend a national title. I don't have a national title to defend right now. I'm going to defend a bronze medal, which is a lot more humble than a gold medal. So I'm looking to move up this year.
Well, Peggy, this is Sarah's first major event since the Olympics because of that knee injury. How'd she look?
Well, Sarah struggled in the short program, but she is planning a triple-triple in the free skate. She's been landing them in practice, and she's skating last in this group, and she's an intelligent competitor, and I think she will use this position very wisely.
You know, I mean, what can I tell you? Her short program, in my book, was dazzling. I mean, she was into her rhythm, and what a rhythm it was. I mean, she's like risen to a new stage. I mean, will she maintain it in the... Michelle is just, you know, a fabulous, fabulous competitor, and I think it's ready and willing to go for a really nice performance here.
Going after history once again, we seem to say that every year about Michelle Kwan. Sasha Cohen has had a terrific season. She's been red hot on the Grand Prix.
Look, she has the greatest technique. I mean, everything is perfect. The line, the music, the triples, the spirals, you name it. Everything except skating a perfect program. She can't make little mistakes. No free leg touching down, no tripping on a back edge. Will she have concentration right to the end of the program? Let's hope so. She can be magnificent.
Well, here's how the top three have competed against each other at the U.S. Nationals. And, of course, Michelle Kwan has gotten the best end of the deal. You see all the first over there. Hughes has never beaten Kwan at Nationals, and Cohen has never beaten Kwan in any major event. Right now, let's take you down to the ice for a report from Peter Carruthers. Peter?
All right, Terry. Well, let's take a look at the order for these ladies in the last group. Michelle Kwan skates first. Now, that's not a problem for her because last year at the U.S. Championships, she won when she skated first, coming in to the free program. The other night, she won the short program skating first. Her coach, Scott Williams, told me she is eager to go. She likes to warm up quickly, so he thinks it's a non-issue. As for Sarah Hughes, she has to wait around for about 40 minutes before she takes the ice. She skates last, but her coach, Robin Wagner, just told me that that's not a problem. They have their own special warm-up routine that they put into place, and she's ready for the challenge. Terry?
All right, Peter, thank you. And it is a random draw when you talk about the order in the last group. Jenny Kirk on the ice, 18 years of age, probably tired of the label 2000 World Junior Champ. She wants to win on the senior level.
Well, she's a beautiful young lady. She may look a little fragile, but this young lady has been showing us her inner strength this season. She had a wonderful short program, and she is planning a triple-triple in this free skating program, and we'll see if she can pull this off.
Yebin Mok in this final group. 5th after the short program, 18 years of age, and born in Seoul, South Korea, Dick.
Well, you know, look, you can see by looking at her that she's long-legged and she's elegant. But one of the things is that she's really got to take and command the ice, to take charge of it and to really sell her program. She's a wonderful skater, though.
Also in this final group, and Patrice McDonough, and she was also born in Seoul, South Korea. What are the odds of that? 2 skaters in the final group. She is in 6th.
Well, she has everything to feel confident about with the season that she's had so far. Of all the ladies, she has the most soft and elegant style, but she lacks some of that fire and attack to her programs, and we'll see if she can put in some of that attack and do something with the program tonight.
Remember the bumping incident last year at Nationals in the warm-up. No such bump this year. Sasha Cohen staying away from everyone.
No, just look at that. I mean, the elegance of that landing, the back position that she had. I mean, her technique is phenomenal. It's really gorgeous.
Well, Peter mentioned the order, and let's take a look at that right now. It is Michelle Kwan skating first, 22 years of age. With all she's accomplished, it's amazing she's only 22. Sasha Cohen will skate 4th in this group, and then Sarah Hughes, as we talked about, has to wait around for at least 40 minutes until she skates. Only 17 years of age. All right, your final thoughts. Who do you like here?
Oh, well, I love Michelle. I love Sarah, but now I've got to go with Sasha. She looks terrific in the practices, and she looks the most ready.
How about you, Dick?
I won't count out Michelle Kwan.
Cohen and Kwan. We got it. Set to go.
Representing the Los Angeles Figure Skating Club in Burbank, California, Michelle Kwan.
The 4-time world champion, 6-time U.S. champion. She has won 5 in a row, and this is her 11th trip to the Senior National Championships She has not finished lower than second since 1993, her first trip to seniors.
No.
Here's Michelle taking her time. She received a standing ovation in the short program.
It's very gentle, too. I mean, she certainly doesn't look as though she's reaching for those jumps or forcing them.
She looks very comfortable, taking every element one at a time.
Goodness, I mean, this is a very clean and steady program. Certainly no. Wow, I too often say that, and then there's a mistake. None here.
She looks so comfortable and calm out there. I think she is in a real good place right now. Not only is she first after the short program, but mentally, she's really together.
You know, there's something about the particular way that she does that. It's not as great a spiral as others, but it has a wonderful heart to it. You know, clean and perfect the curve is coming out. Straight line steps.
This audience is just going crazy. They love her so much. And I think she's really loving what she's doing.
She's in a zone right now is where she is.
She is.
She's in her rhythm. it's raining teddy bears right down. There's hundreds of them on the ice,
And
all over the place. They're wonderful.
This is what the crowd came to see, and she did not let them down.
I knew she, somehow, you know, she's been with it the whole time here, and it's just a marvelous thing to see.
The rest better be great.
Well, if this is any indication, I think we've taken all of those bad vibes out of this building.
And you could tell she felt it from the first beat of the music. Brian Boitano, he's on his feet.
She did something very interesting. She changed the end of her program as she was doing it. Now, that's an intelligent kind of thing. When it went so well, she didn't risk the last thing.
And this opening move, this triple Lutz double toe, very solid, very easy, nice flowing edge right after the double toe, just solid as a rock, very Michelle. And this triple flip, or triple toe, double toe later on in the program, it was a magical night. She was totally in the zone.
Now, remember, Michelle Kwan has more perfect 6.0s at nationals than any skater in history. It's not even close. You saw Boitano a moment ago in the stands, but, well, Brian, we love you, but you got 9. She's got 27.
But you know, the great thing about it is that I don't think it matters, to me much, whether she wins or not. She's won by skating a wonderful program and giving us one heck of amount of pleasure. So there you go.
5.7, 5.8 range.
Well, that's right, because they had to leave room for all of the skaters that are still coming up. If they went in with 6s now, there would be no place to put anybody.
You don't think she'll get one here? Oh, well, there you go.
But that's one mark in presentation.
So well deserved.
Yeah, 5.8s, 5.9s, and a perfect 6. Her 28th at the U.S. National Championships. Amazing. And many, probably most, last season after Salt Lake City didn't expect her to be back here at Nationals.
And particularly with such charisma and such point of view and such energy and such zing, you know. I mean, gosh, I'm thrilled by it.
She represents the Skating Club of Boston in Boston, Massachusetts. Please welcome now Jennifer Kirk.
You catch your breath yet?
Well, now, this is really going to put pressure on Jenny Kirk. You know, she's not as experienced in the long run as Michelle Kwan, and let's hope she rises to the occasion, too.
"18 years of age from Newton, Massachusetts."
Opening jump, triple loop.
Oh, nice.
Nice and solid.
Sorry to see that. I was just hoping this would be a series of perfection performances. What this sport and this country needs right at this time.
Jenny has moved to Detroit, trained with Richard Callahan. She lost her mother in August of 2001 after a 3-year battle with breast cancer, but she now lives with her sister Emily. They share an apartment, and they had not been able to spend much time together until this season.
Triple toe. Yeah. Good for her. She really fought right through that.
Oh, there's a smile. Very good triple flip, double toe. The music, Dick Liedermaus, kind of a merry escapade of mistaken identities and comic errors and gutsy romantic music.
I think it suits her well.
Remember, not only are these skaters trying to make the podium, but also the World Championship team, and there are 3 spots available this year.
She's such a pleasant skater to watch. It's just so unfortunate that she had those 2 falls, but she did accomplish 5 triples in the program. So it was a good attempt.
Jenny Kirk, 5th last year, 4th in 2001. Backstage, Sarah Hughes, remember, she skates last, so she's just trying to relax backstage. Right now, let's get a report from Peter Carruthers.
Thank you, Terry. Michelle, take us through that incredible performance.
Well, the music started, and I just said, okay, just do it like you did in many, many practices, and just let loose and have fun. The crowd was behind me, and I just let it go, and I had a lot of fun.
27 6.0s coming in. Now you have 28. Put this into perspective.
There is no perspective. Just enjoy tonight and go on from here, and man, that was, I still can't believe it.
Now you've got to wait to see if you win your 7th national title. Is this going to be a long wait?
No, not really. I just skated my best, and that's all that matters, right, Peter? It's just going out there, letting it all go, and I was overwhelmed at the very end just because I worked so hard, and I was like, it happened, it happened.
Well, very good. Congratulations. Terry, one happy Michelle Kwan.
Yeah, I guess so, Peter. And she has done it before in terms of skating first, waiting around. She's done it at Nationals, as you mentioned. But I'll always remember in Nice at the World Championships when she skated first in that last group, and we had shot after shot of her backstage, just agonizingly waiting to see if Arina Slutskaya would win or Butyrskaya, but she won.
Well, this was a very tough position for Jenny to be skating after a performance like what Michelle did. Very tough, very distracting.
Richard Callahan on the right. Remember, he coached Todd Eldridge. Todd is no longer on the eligible scene, at least right now. Technical merit marks.
Well, you know, they're very nice and very acceptable. She did a commendable program with the exception of those 2 toe jumps that she took a spill on. And, of course, those were the disaster. But in the presentation marks, it again goes up. She has nice presentation. She has to keep the character of the program going, which she sometimes is forced out of because of the number of triple jumps that have to be done.
So Jenny Kirk right behind Michelle Kwan, and Kwan again brilliant, going for her 7th national title. Amazing. Back live at the State Farm U.S. Figure Skating Championships. Terry Gannon along with Peggy Fleming, Dick Button, and Peter Carruthers. Michelle Kwan has the lead, but here is Yebin Mok, 18 years of age, from Los Angeles. And this is a situation she has not been in before. She finished 10th at Nationals the last 2 years, currently in 5th.
Go down very light, a lot of spring to that triple lutz, double toe.
Wonderful stretched legs. Very tight revolution. Very difficult entrance, turning threes on one foot and then up into the triple loop.
Very gentle skater. Nice light landings.
I think that was a kind of an attempt to be a triple flip. She just sort of didn't, really take charge and attack it. And that's why she opened up and only did a double.
Nice feeling in that spread eagle.
Beautiful line. Line of the body from the head to the toe being straight is what is expected and what is desirable. She had it. Another one, he just popped open. It's almost like she doesn't have the sustaining interest.
Looks like she's lost her focus here. Not giving it the energy that she really should. I think she needs to really work on presenting to the crowd and have some more emotion to the music and the choreography. It would help her performance come to life a little more. She has a beautiful glide to the edge.
Came to the U.S. back in '92 when she was 7 years of age. Born in Seoul, South Korea. Her father's company transferred him overseas, and right now she is in the process of applying for U.S. citizenship. And she is homeschooled, currently in the 12th grade.
Good speed on this combination spin.
Good position on that sit spin. Shades of Denise Bielman in that back spin. Now look at the smile on her face. It's almost as if she has to let that come out while she's skating. She's a beautiful lady.
I think she had to, get into total concentration to be able to pull that off, and now it's released.
We'll check her marks in a moment, and then on the ice next, Sasha Cohen getting ready backstage with her coach, Tatiana Tarasova. She can win the gold medal when we return to Dallas. Back live here in Dallas, Yebin Mok waiting for her marks along with her coach, Frank Carroll.
And here she is as she goes into this jump. But it isn't a triple. It ends up being a double. She just kind of opens up out of the revolution. You can see the hesitation. Look at this Chevy Stroh motion of it as she picks into the ice, goes up into the air, crossed legs, lands right after 2 revolutions, opening up in that third to the end picture. Fourth to the end picture.
So Now the marks. The first set for technical merit. They're the numbers.
Well, they're very good marks. 2 5.6s, 5 3s, and 5 6s, and 5 4s. You know, those are first-rate marks for her. Only 2 mistakes, and they were a doubling up.
Peggy, presentation?
Well, I think her presentation, that's a pretty generous mark for her presentation. I think that's what she really needs to work on more, but maybe that'll give her some encouragement.
From second down to fifth, the judges' placements. And overall, Yebin Mok into third place. She was in fifth after the short program. So, we continue here at the State Farm U.S. Championships. Michelle Kwan in the lead, Jenny Kirk right behind. But 2 of the top names still to come. And getting set to go, Alexandra Pauline
representing
Cohen,
the Orange County
the world knows her
Skating
as
Club in
Sasha.
Costa Mesa, California, Sasha Cohen.
Her coach, Tatiana Tarasova, her new coach, has been such a force. Of course, she coached Alexei Yagudin to the gold medal. Sasha Cohen hopes that she can take her there as well at the Olympics, but first she's got to win the national title here in Dallas, and she hopes to.
Well, this young lady has enormous talent, and she's been looking terrific on the practices. Just stunning.
But it looked almost as though it was a little bit two-footed in there, and that's not going to augur well for her. Beautiful, beautiful triple Lutz.
I love the landing, how she checks out in that nice stretch on the landing position.
And opens up before she lands. Completes the revolution in the air. Switch to an inside edge right there.
And the stretch that she has is amazing. The jump coming up that she fell on at the Olympics in Salt Lake. It's a combination triple toe, half loop, triple sow cow. And there she did it again.
You know, I don't know whether that's a lack of concentration, just the inability to keep up the physical strength. Look at that, the beauty of that spread eagle that she's got there. I mean, lovely line on it. Just to make that kind of mistake is disheartening. The quality of this layback. I mean, talk about perfection.
Whatever the reason for the fall, did the gold medal go with it?
I would assume so, because Michelle Kwan is in the lead. But then we have Sarah Hughes coming up too, so it's never over till it's over.
Look at her lean out of that circle. And the landing on the back inside edge instead of the outside edge, which is what forced her out of it. Wow.
But a very determined landing, but this is the best spiral, I think, in the world today. This extension is extraordinary.
Double-footed again. I think she, somehow or other, I think she stuck that jump in there. I'm not sure that that was in the program, or at least in her plans to do the program. Maybe she added it. This is straight line footwork.
And this is fantastic Very nice, sharp moves, very dramatic. Headless scratch spin, nice ending. Tough performance.
But there was one problem here. She wasn't on fire. She didn't sing through this performance. It was wonderfully good, really beautiful. The moves are spectacular, but it lacks that wild excitement, that extra energy.
It definitely didn't match what she has already done this season. Tatiana Tarasova, stoic. Not moving, at least.
The magic that Michelle Kwan had it wasn't to be for Sasha Cohen tonight.
And you got to believe she'll still have the lead. She has it right now, but remember, one more skater, and then it's Sarah Hughes who has a chance to win the gold medal. She's lacing up the skates right now. Back after this message and a word from our ABC stations.
Doing the replay. Okay.
Back at the State Farm U.S. Championships, the best Sasha Cohen can hope for now is the silver medal.
And here was her fall she had on this triple toe combination. I thought this was the one she fell on at the Olympics, but it wasn't. It was a triple Lutz triple toe that she fell on at the Olympics, but this was a very ambitious combination she had planned, but was a disaster. And this double axel, it was good in the air, but her feet were just way crossed, and it just made a terrible landing, and she struggled for that landing and saved it.
First set, here they are.
Well, you know, those are wonderful marks, 5.7s and 5.6s for technical merit. If she hadn't fallen on the triple toe or two-footed the first triple Lutz, you know, that's why she substituted a triple Salchow later in the program. And her presentation, you know, I mean, the marks would have been even better. And the presentation marks are wonderful. She's a gorgeous skater.
Twos across the board from the judges. And so Sasha Cohen solidly into second place. And it's still Michelle Kwan hanging out backstage, waiting around to find out if she will win her 7th U.S. title. Two skaters left. It's Kwan, Cohen, and Jenny Kirk trying to hold on to that third spot. Remember, Sarah Hughes will be the last to skate. She'll be next. But up first, it's the 17-year-old from Colorado Springs, Colorado, and Patrice McDonough, currently in 6th place after the short program, the 2002 Junior World Champion. She won the Junior National title in 2000.
She had a very strong warm-up. She looked real solid.
Oh, that was a single axel.
Not a very good start. Now she needs to pick up the pace with this triple Lutz double toe. That's better.
Seems much looser here and much more in an effervescent mood than she frequently is.
Like Yebin Mok, and Patrice was born in Seoul, South Korea, but she came to the U.S. very early in life as an infant and began skating at the age of 3. Did you start that early, Peggy?
No, I started when I was about 9 years old. I was a tomboy. I did all the other sports.
Oh, you did? You were playing football and basketball.
Right. Then dancing and violin. So skating has a combination of everything. Triple flip, double toe. Now coming up is her most difficult jump, this triple sow cow. Oh, very nice that she did her fist. She did it. So she's feeling very strong. Usually we don't see that kind of emotion out of Anne Patrice.
Nice variation on a layback, catch foot layback.
This is something she probably needs to work on. She has her leg up pretty high, but it's going out to the side.
Not enough arch in the back. Separation between the torso and the legs. Not locked together. Very nice, very nice.
Good for her. She has landed 7 triple jumps, the most of any of the ladies in this competition. Good for her.
The quality of skating for the ladies overall has been very good, huh, Peggy?
Yes, it's been excellent. This crowd has needed that throughout this competition. Good for her.
I love that. I love that. That's it.
She is so proud of herself, as well she should. The only mistake was singling the double axel right at the beginning of the program, but she really pulled it together.
You know what I like about those sort of, end of the zone football dances that the skater goes into after they've landed one of these things? It takes it right out of being a theatrical performance in the Metropolitan Opera and puts it into a sports arena.
She's got to spike an armadillo or a teddy bear right now. That's what she needs to do. And Patrice McDonough with a standing ovation here in Dallas. But it comes down to this. Sarah Hughes on the ice with a chance to win the gold medal and her first national championship when we come back. Back live in Dallas now. Kiss and cry area, waiting for the marks. And Patrice McDonough.
And a very nice one of the spins that she does is this layback spin. First, a layback position, and then a very nice sort of variation on that. But I mean, that's a very good position. It'd be nicer if the leg was not quite bent, but she had to bend it a little bit to catch it up in this position. And then finally, she did this footwork into this triple Lutz. Reached back very nicely, landed. A little bit of a lean over on the landing.
Their current leader.
She looks pretty happy.
Looks pretty relaxed right now. Sarah Hughes, though, set to go. Warming up right now out on the ice. And Patrice McDonough. 5'2". Oh, that's fairly low there. Up to 5'8".
My goodness, they missed something.
Huh. This crowd thinks so, too. Presentation marks now, and those are higher, 5'6" up to 5'8". You surprised? You got to be surprised.
I am, absolutely. She was the only one that did 7 triple jumps, but maybe they were thinking she might have two-footed some of them. I don't know.
Look at the range of placement. Second down to 5th, the one judge.
But a difference of opinion is acceptable. this was not bad judging overall.
So here's your leaderboard. Kwan, Cohen, and McDonough. State Farm U.S. Figure Skating Championship on the line here in Dallas. And it's Sarah Hughes, the Olympic champ. It comes down to her performance.
The Skating Club of New York in New York City, Sarah Hughes.
4th to 1st at the Olympics. Never forget that night. Robin Wagner, her coach. Never forget the scene with Robin Wagner backstage.
Yes, that was so
Sarah
wonderful.
Hughes.
There's a lot we'll never forget.
You're right. But here she is. She's never won the national title. First U.S. skater to come back at nationals after winning the Olympic gold. Coming back the next year. She has been out with the injury, the injured knee, the muscles and tendons behind her knee. So her first major competition is right here since the Olympics for the gold.
Back spiral into this triple loop.
That's a very hard
Very pretty.
entrance. Very hard entrance.
The most impressive part of Sarah Hughes is not on the ice, but how normal she has remained through this whirlwind of a year and a half. I mean, it has been amazing, and it's a credit to her parents and her family.
Absolutely. She's had quite an experience, and just take it in a stride. She's a very different girl now. Nice triple salto. Solid triple flip.
Now you see a lighter, much more fun Sarah in this new section of the program. Greater energy and presence here.
Footwork section not as quick as Sasha Cohen, but very interpretive to the music.
It was also circular footwork rather than straight footwork. Now there's a smile. That's the last of the triples she's planned.
Well, how about that?
That
Wonderful
was quite a
performance. Just
Good for
wonderful. I loved it. I mean, the fact she got everything, he did it. There were no mistakes. You know, I would not want to be one of the judges at this competition because that was worthy of a U.S. championship title, just as Michelle Kwan's was. I've been really happy for her.
And to keep her focused with all that's been going on, with the injury, being away from major competition.
I mean, it just shows you what an amazing competitor she is. She can focus when she wants to, and tonight was one of those.
What do you think the judges do?
I'll stick with my original thing, but I've got to tell you that, you know, for these two girls, the main thing is they both skated well. They both did what is satisfying to them.
Michelle Kwan, the current leader, backstage, and yeah, a little bit nervous right now. Not as relaxed as a moment ago.
But no matter which one wins, both will be happy.
We'll see in just a moment here in Dallas.
You gave me a hard time tonight.
Dixie Chicks will be there. Celine Dion, Santana, you big Dixie Chicks fan, Dick?
Not only that, I also raise Polish chickens, and I like them all. Sorry. My apologies.
And this triple flip that she did in the program was so solid. She ended up doing 5 triples in this program. Great performance. And this final triple toe at the end really said it all. And look at that smile. It was great.
Thank God.
Thank God. Yes.
You know, it becomes such a pleasure to see this kind of skating that there are times.
Hi, everybody home. Hi, Dave. Hi, Matt. Love
You know, Sarah Hughes has never beaten Sasha Cohen at the national championships.
Really?
So not only Michelle Kwan, but Cohen. Here we go. Technical merit. There they are. 5.7s, 5.8s.
And they're very good, but, you know, the next one, I'm speechless because I'm so pleased at having great performances, you know, and we'll see how it comes out. These marks, not quite as good presentation marks as Michelle Kwan, and it looks to me, well, you know, you see it there on the screen.
Yeah, there you see it. Seconds across the board, except for 1/3. 8 of the 9 judges putting her in second place. So Sarah Hughes settles for the silver, but she's not really settling for anything because she was terrific. Michelle Kwan opened the night, though. She was fantastic. Her 7th U.S. title. Maribel Benson-Owen won 9. Michelle Kwan has now won 7. Who knows? She might go double digits. She might go on for a long, long time. The gold standard is going up, I think.
Oh, my gosh. And very, very deservedly so. What a happy night it was, though, for, you know, so many of those skaters who did well.
And overall, it was a solid night of skating, Peggy.
It absolutely was. I mean, she was in her zone tonight, and that was wonderful to see. The magic's still there.
So we'll look at the final results. Michelle Kwan, another gold medal. Sarah Hughes moves from 3rd after the short to capture the silver. Sasha Cohen, a disappointing night, some mistakes, and she settles for the bronze medal. And Patrice McDonough right behind. Jenny Kirk, Yebin Mok, and remember, the top 3 most likely will go to the World Championships. Certainly Michelle Kwan. Sarah, and now Sasha. And Michelle Kwan. Have a word with them, especially Michelle Kwan, when we come back. Peter?
All right, Terry. Well, Sarah Hughes, the injury this season, you got past that. You came in here as the Olympic champion. Your thoughts on the performance here in the free skate?
You know, it was a very respectable skate, and it's not really my full potential. I know I can do a lot better, and I'm looking forward to going home and improving for Worlds.
What's the pressure like being an Olympic champion coming back to try to win your first U.S. championship?
Well, I was basing this year mostly on my placement last year, which I was 3rd, so I'm happy to move up a spot. And, you know, I actually don't really feel as much pressure as I felt in the past. The pressure I felt last season was incredible, and I think just having that title right now kind of relieves me because I know if I don't accomplish anything else, I'll always have that.
Absolutely. Very good job. And Sasha Cohen, 2 wins on the Grand Prix this season, but you just seem to lose the momentum out there. What happened?
I felt like I started well, and I just didn't hold it together in the middle, and that's a bit of a disappointment, but I'm going to just work harder and not let it happen again.
Well, good luck at Worlds. And Michelle Kwan, how about this? 7 U.S. championships. Only Maribel Vincent Owen has more than you at 9. Can you put this into words at this point?
To be in the same breath as all the legends in figure skating, Maribel Vincent Owen, Peggy Fleming, and it's overwhelming. But tonight, I don't know how to explain it. I just felt so alive. The audience was alive, and the arena was just going to explode. So it was I inside.
How did you find the magic here in Dallas?
I really had to dig deep inside. I only competed once this season, and I just said, I've worked hard the last few months. I know I can do it. I've done it before. And just do it like practice and just let it go and enjoy myself. And I did tonight.
Well, congratulations on your victory.
Thank you.
Terry, back to you.
All right, Peter, thank you very much. And Peggy, what, you had 5 national championships.
Right.
You had 7. Last year, Michelle passed you, so she's going 80 on the highway right past you right now.
Well, she is just wonderful. It's nice to see all that talent, and nice to know her.
You had a little thing called the Olympic gold medal, though,
Yeah.
too. Throw that in.
That
Your,
helps.
your impressions, Mr. Button, on the night here.
You know, I mean, it was such a nice end to the day that started off so roughly this afternoon. It was really a pleasure to see, you know, some good skates. And I think for the great thing for these gals is that if they skate well, it satisfies their heart. It's in here, you know. Anytime you win a championship, even win it with a lousy performance, it isn't fun.
Peggy, final question. The World Championships in March here on ABC. Can they go 1, 2, 3 at Worlds?
I don't know. I think it's a good shot at it. Yes, they
You
could.
better
Mr. Button
believe
yes,
it.
They could go 1, 2, 3
You
in
better believe
Washington, D.C. Thanks for being with us, everyone.